thank you for taking a couple minutes and checking out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make an amazing 24-hour sous vide chuck roast. Now I have a marvelous 3.5 pound beef chuck roast here that I got from Clatt Farms right here in Barron, Wisconsin. We signed up for their program where every 2 weeks we get some delicious beef that's already vacuum sealed, frozen, throw it in your freezer. We've been getting ground beef, some sirloin steak, some T-bone steak, some delicious stuff, and it's a great way to support the local farmers here in Wisconsin. Anyway, beef chuck roast is something that you usually got to throw in your slow cooker or make a pot roast, and you have to cook it all day to break down the fat and the tissues in order to make it tasty. But what I'm going to show you how to do today is to take this normally tough piece of meat, this chuck roast, and we're going to cook it for 24 hours at a much lower temperature than you normally would cook chuck roast. And then I'm going to finish it off in the grill, and this is going to turn out to be as delicious as a ribeye steak. Just you wait and see. So stick around. I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. Let's get cooking. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is season this beautiful beef chuck roast. Now you can use whatever kind of rub or seasoning that you like, but for me, if you got a good piece of beef, you really want that beefy flavor to come through, so I don't like to overpower it with a lot of different spices. I'm going to keep it real simple. I got salt, ground black pepper, some garlic powder, and some onion powder. And this isn't rocket science. We're just going to take it. And this is a big piece of meat, as you can see. It's probably almost 2 inches thick, so it can take a lot of salt. So we're going to put a lot of salt on it, kind of let that penetrate into the meat. We're going to do all sides of it, the other side and on the other side as well. We're going to put a little ground black pepper, like so. A little bit of garlic powder. And like I said, I like to keep it simple, but if you got a favorite rub, a steak rub or something like that that you really like the flavor of, maybe a Montreal steak seasoning or something like that, feel free. But this is such a good piece of meat from a local farm here, Clatt Farms in Wisconsin. I'm going to keep it super simple because I really want to enjoy the taste of this meat. Okay, so I'm going to continue to season all sides of this, and then I'm going to vacuum seal this in the bag. Mainly because we're going to cook this for a minimum of 24 hours. And whenever I cook something more than like 10 to 12 hours, I like to vacuum seal just to protect it because I don't want it to leak. So I'll season all 4 sides, I'll vacuum seal it, and we'll be back in a minute. Alright, so here it is, vacuum sealed in the bag. Now I thought I had a bunch of regular vacuum sealer bags because I saw the box in the garage, and then when I went out to grab them, I only had these expandable bags, which I bought specifically for a big pork butt, like a 10-pound pork butt I did a couple videos back. And you can do all kinds of great things with these expandable bags, but that's all I had. So it's a little overkill here. I got this 3.5 pound chuck roast in an expandable bag, but you know what, it'll work. Just a little expensive. But anyway, there it is. I got my sous vide bath heated up to 131 degrees, and once it hits temperature, we'll come back and throw it into the bath. See you in a minute. Alright, it just beeped. It's at 131 degrees. I got a little rack on the bottom. So here's this beautiful chuck roast, and this is going to go in. I'm going to cook it for at least 24 hours. I might go 25, 26. You can go 24 hours all the way up to maybe 30, 32. Just be careful if you go much longer than that. The tenderness is going to be off the charts, but the texture might be off for some people. So anyway, we're just going to throw this in here. Whoops. Make sure it's fully submerged. And whenever you have one of these really, really long cooks, like 24 hours or longer, I'm just going to use something here to push it all the way to that bottom rack. Alright. You want to make sure to put some kind of covering over the container you're cooking it in, because 131 degrees for 24 hours, a lot of this water at that temperature is going to evaporate, especially at night when you go to sleep. So I have these sous vide balls, Now you don't need sous vide balls. You can use aluminum foil. You can use saran wrap. You just want to cover it, because if you don't cover it, you're going to end up waking up in the morning and maybe your sous vide machine shuts down because there's not enough water. It's going to drop below that safety line. It's going to shut off, and then you ruin the whole meat. Because, you know, if it's sitting there and it's not cooking at least 131 degrees and it drops below that for more than 4 hours, you can't eat the meat. It's in the danger zone, and you can have all kinds of different things going on with the meat that would make you sick. But there you go. What time is it? It's 6:30 on Saturday night. So I'll be back 6:30 Sunday night. We'll take this out, and then we're just going to dry it off in a quick sear. That's all there is to it. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my evening, and I'll meet back with you guys tomorrow. See you then. All right, welcome back. It's the next day. Time for a drink review. Look what time of year it is. Local brewery in town here, Chippewa Falls. Leinenkugel's Oktoberfest beer. Ooh, German style, 5.1% alcohol. That's what I'm having. This is my daughter, Ava Grace.
Hey.
And my son, Kyle.
Hello.
And Ava Grace is going to be trying something she hasn't tried. It's the Everfresh Tropical Fruit Punch.
Everfresh.
Everfresh, yeah. Fresh taste guaranteed.
Nice.
So that's what you're having. And then Kyle, being the root beer connoisseur, we've seen this, but we've never tried it. Whoops. You're a root beer connoisseur. This is Frosty Root Beer. And this is, let's see, where's the company? Frosty Root Beer, Detroit, Michigan, but I guess it's made in Illinois. Maybe that's why I've never seen it before. Well, I think I saw it at that Vegas, what's it called? Alien Jerky?
Oh, no, that's just on the way to Vegas.
Well, yeah, on the way to Vegas, but we always stopped there. They always had some pretty cool craft sodas. Okay, anyways, we'll shake
So
it.
it's not...
You can pour yours, Kyle. It's a twist off.
Alright.
So it's not in Vegas. Technically.
Just twist the cap right side. Fruit punch.
Yeah, fruit punch. Punching fruit.
Punching fruit. Yeah, she used to call fruit punch punching fruit.
I still do.
You still do? Okay. All right, and Leinenkugel's Oktoberfest. I guess it's only out this time of year. All right. Ooh.
Hopefully mine's not too much sugar. It's like 57 grams.
Well, don't drink the whole thing. Yeah, much darker than your typical Leinenkugel's beer.
This is like pitch black almost.
All right.
Almost.
It doesn't smell like anything either. It's
Right here. Put it over here.
a little bit root beer, but it doesn't smell really like anything.
No, it just smells like
Alright.
kind of like lime or whatever.
It's okay. Let's do a cheers.
I'm smelling it.
Cheers to each other. Cheers to our viewers. Thanks again for watching, guys. I appreciate it.
Oh.
Much better flavor profile. I like a little bit flavor in my beer. As much as I like Leinenkugel's, some of theirs are a little low in the flavor. They're very kind of drinkable on a hot day, but I like this. Still very drinkable, but it's got a little bit more of a beer flavor. Alright, Ava Grace. Look at the camera, tell them what you think.
So this drink is kind of fruity and sweet, although it does taste like it has sugar. But it can be really good on the days you need to have a little sugary break.
Yeah, sometimes you need a sugary break.
Sugary, right?
Yeah. Let's see, this is made in Michigan, Warren, Michigan. Alright.
So you should try it whenever you do.
Okay. Awesome. And Kyle, what about yours?
This tastes
Frosty.
like the best way I can explain it, I don't know if it's the right word for it, but I want to say it's like a AMW or like some generic root beer, but with like a tiny bit of like a caramel aftertaste.
Is it good? I mean, how would you rate it in your root beer?
It's one of the lower end, but it's still good.
That's it?
Yeah. It seems like one of those
Oh, it tastes good. Alright guys, as always, I appreciate you watching. This thing is going to go off. Can you see what the timer says? It's going to flash between how much time is left and the temperature.
That's right here.
Yeah, what's it say?
0020.
20 minutes. So it's been exactly almost 24 hours, but you know what? We need to make some mashed potatoes, which we haven't even started yet. I got to get the grill set up. I'm going to finish it off on a hot grill.
Oh, that's
sear.
19.
Now it's 19. So the great thing about sous vide is we're just going to let it ride. So it might be 25 to 26 hours before we finally pull it out, but that's okay. That's the great thing about sous vide. It's ready when you're ready. So guys, we'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to enjoy this drink. We're going to start making some mashed potatoes, and we'll be back in a little bit when we're ready to pull this out and get it on the grill.
Cheers to the viewers.
Cheers to the viewers. Thank you.
Cheers for the viewers.
Yeah, thank you for remembering it, Grace. All right, we'll be back in a little bit. All right, welcome back. It's been exactly 26 hours. Like I said, we weren't quite ready. So let me stop that. Now you just want to take it out. All right, all I'm going to do is cut it out. I'm going to save that liquid, and I'm going to dry it off on some paper towels. Let's get this beautiful chuck roast steak. Save that liquid. All right, now you just want to dry it off really well with some paper towels. I'm going to let this kind of hang out here. I'm going to get some coals ready outside. And you know what? If you want, you can re-season it a little bit, but I still see some of the pepper. I'm going to put a little bit of salt on it before I throw it on the grill. But I'm just going to let it sit here for a few minutes. Let these paper towels try to soak up some of that moisture. We want to try to get it as dry as possible. All right, here we are. I added a little bit more salt and black pepper, just a little bit. Man, it smells wonderful. Well, we can get a little peek inside to the doneness. A little bit of a bone there, but man, it smells good. I'm looking forward to this. All right, meet you guys outside. All right, I got a basket full of coals here, and I got some big chunks of cherry wood. I want to just get this fire nice and hot. Gotta try to fit. Oops. All right, there we go. The other one up there, we'll kind of spread them out evenly. Oh yeah. I'll wait till this gets nice and hot. Alright, let's put the grate on there. Let's see. And we'll put the lid on it, just let it stabilize for a minute. We'll be back in a second. So this isn't going to take long. We're just going to put a hot sear on this for maybe a minute, minute and a half on each side. Look at this. Beautiful. Be back in a second. Alright, it's been around a minute and a half. Woo! Alright, look at that. Man, oh man. We'll give that another 90 seconds or so and we'll be done. Alright, it's been 90 seconds. I'm just going to spin this over here. Alright. Let that cool for a second. We'll take that off. Alright, here we are. I just took it off the kettle grill. Woo! Nice crispy exterior. There's a little bit of burnt on the fat, but that's fine. Ooh, I'm looking forward. It smells wonderful. We'll be back in a second. Slice into this and give it a taste. Ooh, look at this. Hear that sound? And so with the chuck steak, you're going to get some natural things here. Like right here, you can see this is a good place to kind of slice right there. Just kind of get rid of that. You can also see right here is a good place to slice. Okay. Oh, my dog's going crazy. Alright, let's move these aside. Let's see here. Let me just slice some slices right here. Let's see what we're looking at here. Oh, look at this. You see what I meant when I said the consistency of ribeye steak. And this is a chuck roast. I mean, look at this. My knife needs to be sharpened. I apologize, but you know what? Wow. Perfectly cooked. Perfectly cooked from end to end. Whew. Let me get the family out here. This is, look at that. Oh my goodness. All right. Be back in a minute. All right, here we are. Sliced up some pieces. I'm telling you, this does taste like a ribeye steak. I got a few pieces here. We'll try on camera, but man, look at this. This is so juicy and delicious. Cooking at sous vide. And you know, you don't have to put it on the grill. You can do it in a cast iron pan or even in the oven under broil. Look at that. It's going to be absolutely delicious. All right. Be back in a minute. All right, welcome back. I'm here with my wife, Monica. I sliced these pieces up as I showed you earlier, but hey, let's try a couple pieces right here.
They look good.
You got a shout out to the Klatt Farms? Klatt, right? That how you pronounce it?
K-L-A-T-T, yeah.
Yeah.
Klatt Farms. This is good.
Yeah. Anybody want to take a cheap piece of meat, use the sous vide, go at least 24 hours, finish it off on a grill or a cast iron pan? Absolutely delicious.
This is really good.
Yeah, it does. It's
Wow.
you can't achieve these results with any other cooking method. As always, guys, I love it when you stop by and see my video. Please hit the like button if you liked it. Please take a second to hit the subscribe button. And if you want to check out more of my videos, go to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com. I'll leave a link below in the video description. We'll see you next time.
Bye. It's good.
Very good.
It's really good.
Just
Wow. Even Dixie's like, oh my gosh.